They have just released new images from Squid Game Season 3. This material is completely official. Here they reveal important details about the upcoming season. Today on Charlie Tales, we will do a full analysis, and I will tell you everything you need to know about the future of the series. Ready? Let's begin. Let's start with this epic photo of Gi-hun. As we can see, he is handcuffed to a steel bar. On the left, we can see a mattress, so Gi-hun is in the player's large dormitory. This scene most likely takes place after Gi-hun's revolution, following Jung-bai's death. If we look to the left, Gi-hun has a blood stain. This is the same stain he had at the end of the season when his friend was killed. So this photo takes place immediately after that scene. But why is Gi-hun handcuffed? The organization likely subdued him to prevent another rebellion. In this scene, Gi-hun is looking at someone with hatred. This must be the front man. But what will happen to Gi-hun? Most likely, he will be forced to play again. It wouldn't make any sense for them to imprison him, or anything like that. Season 3 will feature the Squid Game finals. The frontman needs players to keep participating in the games to satisfy the VIPs. Gi-hun is an extremely interesting player, and the frontman knows it. Somehow, the frontman will threaten Gi-hun into playing again. It is quite certain that we will see Gi-hun in the finals. Let's move on to the second photo. Here we see the surviving players next to a coffin. But who is the deceased? Some say it could be Dae-ho, since he is not visible in the photo. I have read a theory suggesting that Dae-ho might take his own life. This would happen because he couldn't bear the guilt of failing his friends during the rebellion. But this theory is false. If we look at the background of the room, we can see Dae-ho there. He is very blurry, but it's him. I believe this coffin contains the body of Jung-bae, Gi-hun's friend. He died outside the dormitory, so he shouldn't be here. But the frontman likely sent his corpse as a warning to those who might try to rebel again. This would serve as a warning to the players. But I also want to analyze something important. If we zoom in on player 120's uniform, we notice something strange. On her chest, there's a number that starts with 2. But this doesn't make sense, since her number should be 120. What's going on here? I have a theory that she is wearing player 246's uniform. Remember that he supposedly died at the end of the season. We all know he's still alive, but the players don't. Perhaps player 120 received his uniform and put it on in his honor. At the end of the season, they became very close. Most likely player 120 will continue playing in honor of her friend. She will seek revenge for his supposed death. Now let's move on to another photo. Here we can see the North Korean guard without her mask. The interesting part is that if we analyze the background, we notice she is outside. She is no longer at the Squid Game base. Somehow, she managed to escape. If she is outside the base, she could easily encounter the police officer. Remember that the frontman's brother is still out there looking for the Squid Game island. If the female guard helps him, he will surely be able to enter the base without any problems. She will be key. Now let's move on to this photo of the frontman. If we pay attention to the background, we notice he is in a very special place. This is the room where they receive the VIPs. We saw this room in the previous season. This is where all the VIPs arrive to enjoy the game finals. Unfortunately, the entire background is blurry, so we can't see much more. But what is clear is that the games will continue as usual. The finals will take place, and the frontman will do whatever is necessary to provide a spectacle for the VIPs. In this photo, we see the frontman sitting in his room without his mask. He has a rather somber expression. He seems to be reflecting on something. If you ask me, he is probably having doubts about his actions. There is a conflict in his mind, and perhaps he regrets some decisions. We have already talked about this in other videos. The frontman is a very dark character, but despite everything, he has some goodness in him. We know this because, at the end of last season, he saved his brother by shooting him in the shoulder. If he had wanted to kill him, he would have shot him in the head. The frontman only wounded him, and then hired the boat captain to rescue him. And not only that, later, we found out that this same captain has been sailing with the police officer for years, searching for the Squid Game island. The frontman hired this man to keep an eye on his brother. This way, the police officer would never find the island and would remain safe. The frontman did all this to protect his brother, so he is still good. In this scene, the frontman is questioning himself. Perhaps he feels some sadness for betraying Gi-hun. Another interesting possibility is that the frontman feels conflicted about the pregnant player. In several scenes, we have seen how he seems concerned for this woman. Most likely, she reminds him of his late wife. Remember that the frontman's wife died while pregnant. Many fans believe that the frontman sees his wife in the pregnant player. Maybe this will make him change and become good. Now let's move on to this new poster that was revealed. Here, we see a field of flowers. There is also a pink guard moving a player's body. But the most interesting part is that we can see two giant shadows. These belong to the dolls we saw in the post-credits scene of the season. For a while now, they have been hinting that these dolls will be very relevant in the upcoming games of Season 3. Another interesting detail is that they show us this player's number. It's 214. This player already appeared in Season 2. He died in the doll game. He was that old man. As we can see, the one from Season 2 had white hair, so he is not the same player from the poster. There are several explanations for this. The simplest one would be that they randomly put a number in the poster to fill the space. The production didn't consider continuity or anything like that. Another interesting possibility is that this scene is not from the present. It is possible that this poster represents a past edition of the games. That would explain why player 214 is different. There has been a theory for a while now that in the next season, we will see an episode focused on the frontman's past. Remember that he participated in Squid Game in 2015. If this theory is true, the new dolls could belong to the 2015 edition of the Squid Game. And of course, that would explain why player 214 does not match. A new trailer was also released on Netflix's official channel. In it, we see scenes of a mysterious woman running away from the Squid Game pink guards. This trailer is official, but it has nothing to do with Season 3. It is just an ad Netflix created, referencing its most famous series. In this trailer, the woman also connects to the Stranger Things universe, and even fights like the characters from Cobra Kai. The only relevant detail in the trailer is a scene where the guards show the woman a vending machine. In it, there are blue and red spheres. This is a reference to the Squid Game voting system. Here, players must choose between a red or blue button. This mechanic has been crucial in Season 2, but aside from that reference, this trailer means nothing for Season 3. To conclude, I want to debunk some rumors I've seen around. Some people have shown me these strange Squid Game videos. They feature completely unknown players and curious things like food trays. I did some research, and this was indeed published by Netflix France's official YouTube channel. It is an official video, but it has nothing to do with Season 3. It's just an ad for a burger brand. They simply edited French actors into the series. That's all for today. If you liked the video, you'd really help me out by leaving a like. That would be legendary. Also, remember to subscribe to see more videos like this. Thanks for listening. My name is Charlie, and I'll see you in the future.